Alright everyone, good evening. Good evening everyone, welcome back. And welcome to the grand finals of the EU Diamond Cup with the last tournament of all the respective servers now. Guys, I'm super stoked to be able to stream the tournament today for you. We got some phenomenal teams in this tournament. One already qualified for the grand finals. Mind you, this is the lower bracket finals now, where one of those teams making it on the next games will get to the grand finals. So we got Demon already in the grand finals, and they have bet PC Cat yesterday. And we are going to see Aqua versus PC Cat now on the lower bracket. They have also played yesterday already, and PC Cat won against Aqua. In the earlier stages of the tournament, Aqua was actually one of the dominant teams amongst B-Love, and B-Love already got ditched out of the tournament. They took the 4th place, very respectable still, and they lost to the team of Aqua there. Now Aqua is getting the rematch against PC Cat and will have another chance for making it into the grand finals if they do win. It is a best of 7 for these games, so 4 wins are needed in order to make it. Also, let me just point out something else, maybe just very basic, very general about the tournament here, about the stream in particular, because you will be able to get rewards for watching, but only if you are watching on the platform, on the official website. That you can do if you are on YouTube. You can just simply check out the link above in the pinned message in the chat. There you do find a link, although that is specific to the EU server, so mind you, you might have to adjust that link or just open the game, and there you can also then find the tournament page. I can just show you actually if I'm switching over. Let's do so real quick. Oh, no, you don't see it. Why are you seeing the you do see the wrong screen. You are not supposed to see this one. Okay. now that is correct. All right. So you do see the tournaments down here in the live section, and then you see current tournaments, and there you can also get to the Blitz Diamond Cup, and you can tap the streams, or you can then tap Nino, that is me, or one of the other streamers if you fancy to do so. I wouldn't mind that. So go ahead and jump in on the platform. You can also just check out the website of Wargaming, and then you can get your rewards for watching. Alright, also here I will have to switch the input apparently, because it shows the screen behind. No. Okay, I see what's happening. Okay. Team left, yeah, okay. Unfortunately, I'm having some technical difficulties. That is due to me having to stream on vacations. As you can maybe see, this is my grandma's guest room. So my grandparents' guest room, where I'm at right now, with some fancy old art in the back. I'm not at home, I'm not streaming on the usual device, so I hope everything's going to work fine. Let's go for a check if everything is working. I think I might turn down the volume of the music a bit. Yeah, right. That should be good now. Okay. We do have the teams readied up already. with Aqua versus PC Cat. Also, I can see our guys on the chat. There is a 3-minute delay, of course. So certainly I won't be able to read your messages all the time. But I do see that all of you are here, and I'm really happy to see that. Have a lot of fun watching the stream. Also, I hope that there are no issues with frame drops or so. I can see a few frame drops. I hope that's going to be fine, because I have to use mobile data right now. It's a bit jumpy, just a little bit. Maybe I can open the thingy here to the side, so maybe this is blocking a little bit of signal. Okay, that could be it. And we are getting into the first game. This is match number 1, with both teams rocking a lot of 116 F3s. Of course, that is the meta tank at the moment. Also, there is a Kranwagen at a 200 LT on Aqua side, Team Red. On the other side, we got one T100 LT, otherwise only F3 lineup. Both LTs are moving over towards the corner, where the LTs are facing each other. Wahlberger is a bit more aggressive. Let's hope he's not too aggressive. He does have some backup, but PC Cat is already rolling in. Oh, Wahlberger is very aggressive. There's no information on those guys sneaking up from behind. Wahlberger is attempting to run away right now, but he's not going to be able to do that. He would die for sure, and those guys are still not spotted. Now they are spotted. Wahlberger in big trouble. Has to commit to the 1v1 against Bobby Fischer. I hope to not get shot from the side all too much. There's one shot into him. He's not going to win the 1v1. Let's hope for Aqua that they are able to crossfire sufficiently. And they will also have to get some kills. They have Playmaker in focus fire right now. They might be able to go for him, but he's also not entirely on his own. Doesn't look good on the other side for Wahlberger on the top here, who is very low on hit points. He's just trying to survive for as long as possible, but he is going down. That is the first kill for the team of PC Cat. Gun advantage to them, yet they are slightly behind on the hit points. Not that it would really matter, not necessarily, because there is definitely good positioning here for PC Cat. Also, they do have a lot of good and healthy tanks. A gun advantage to PC Cat. Aqua has 2 caps though, yet they have a couple of tanks being rather isolated. There is F, there is Ghosty. They are not really safe there. They is also pretty low on hit points already. So it would be good if they could actually keep those tanks alive. PC Cat having more HP by now as well. And Aqua is having 2 caps to none. Can it be possible for PC Cat to push in anywhere? That's the question now. I think Days, I don't know how safe he is over there. He does have some tanks to the left side covering him potentially. And on the other side, PC Cat, they just took base D, but they would still have to get some more caps. Playmaker trading poorly. Then there is Ghosty falling back. We can see him if we are jumping over. He is kind of safe unless he gets pushed from behind, which is not all too unlikely. There is Krim coming towards Ghosty's rear, and he has a full clip loaded up. Ghosty also has some shot, but Ghosty goes down already. And that is the second kill for PC Cat. She said is trying to go in and kill Krim, but he is also getting blocked and getting killed right there. So 3 guns out on side of Aqua. PC Cat in good form here. They are moving in and getting the kills. The hit point gap isn't all too huge, but Aqua would have to get the kills, and very quickly they would have to do so. Otherwise they're not going to stand any chance here. not to be. Now, also, there is one low hit point tank over there that could get killed soon, but it's only 3 tanks on Aqua's side left alive. Daze just picks up the very first kill shot, and is also there is also a second kill shot. Nonetheless, we can see barely any hit points on the field for Aqua still. They got the Kranwagen also reloading his clip, getting pushed onto by a much healthier Krim in the 116 F3, and that leaves us with only Daze. And Daze is still, I mean, he's having 457 hit points. It's not going to last long. Takes one, doesn't take another one, just gets killed. Well done by PC Cat. Let me actually check whether you can hear the sound. Yes, you can. Okay, good. All right. Also, there have been a few frame drops. There's a bit of an inconsistency. Okay. I hope that is going to be fine for the stream. Let me position the phone a bit closer to the window and plug it in as well. Good. So, that is game number 1 in favor of PC Cat. A risky positioning by Aqua there, I've got to say. They decided to play in a way that they needed to focus fire, they needed to get a lot of damage in, and yet they were not able to pick up any kills. They had one tank very far away that could not properly spot, and there were some tanks moving to the back of that light tank that needed to die and lose hit points, but just didn't really happen properly. So maybe a bit of a weak spot in the strategy of Aqua, as they were all attempting to crossfire and were not having the shots. Okay. Game number 2 is going to be on the same map, of course. We have 1-0 for PC Cat. And Aqua is now playing Lagoon. I think that was Aqua's pick. I will have to open it again. Lagoon was a pick by Aqua, and then PC Cat could define the spawn that they would want to play on. Let's see what they are going to do. And we can move up, of course. PC Cat spreading out, mostly heading towards the middle of the map. And then Aqua on the other side also doing the same thing. There is an RHM and a Kranwagen for them. They'd like to play the Kranwagen. PC Cat usually playing for a ton of the F3s here. Almery all on his own, just trying to spot a little bit. No caps for PC Cat. Oh, early shot into Daze. Wahlberger can push himself into base C if he wants to, but he is deciding to spot first and leaves the cap to the hills. Oh, just gets spotted by Elmery. Takes a shot and relocates again. Very, very secure lineup. Very easy lineup for PC Cat. They are playing all heavy tanks. And then they are also playing very passively, not giving much of a chance to the enemies for isolating any opponents. But C has been capped. And we can see a bit of a relocation on PC Cat's side. Now they are also going for base A. Wanting their cap. Uni taking a hit. But still there is a... And then PC Cat is going to be very tough to beat. Now, Aqua will definitely have to push in. They currently have a bit of an opportunity potentially for pushing base A. But they are very, very careful here. PC Cat has most of the tanks stacked up in the middle. And Aqua doesn't really know about it. And they are losing hit points. That's not good for them. Zerd and the Hills in Crossfire losing hit points as Elmery moved up from behind. I don't really see Aqua coming up with a plan just yet. Now they are going for A. It's a bit late, but they definitely have enough information by now. So they are stealing that cap again. And it will be up to PC Cat to make a play for the C cap. But can they even do so? Can they go for base C? It doesn't look like it. C is well covered by 2 tanks on the hill. Over here, PC Cat is struggling to hold A, although Ghost is kind of isolated, getting pressured from 2 different angles, with the F3 coming from one side and another F3 coming from that flank. But A has to be taken, otherwise Aqua is at a disadvantage still. Maybe Ghosty can win this 1v1 over here, but it is not like he would have any advantage. And PC Cat is relocating and counter-pushing base A by now. They are coming in and going for Ghosty. On the other side, Aqua is able to go forwards on Uni. They will also be able to pick up B afterwards, but it seems like a bit of a wasted opportunity to not take A earlier. Ghosty is down. Uni will go down soon, but he is doing a great job at circling around and escaping the trouble for a while, just buying his teammates some time. But now he's also down. B can be taken. Elmery can get killed very soon. He is on his own, doesn't have any backup at all. But there comes the PC Cat team now, and they have a chance of going in on Shizan, who is also not all that healthy anymore. He is trying a desperate move of moving forwards to escape that push from behind, but he is going down already. Elmery still having some hit points. The Hills tries to get shots in, and there is a bit of an internet issue here. Okay, and internet is back. Elmery took a shot. Oh, it's laggy as hell right now. Oh no. Oh no, come back, internet. Oh my gosh. And I'm using mobile data to not have any lags. Wow. Alright. Oh my gosh, that's not good to look at. I apologize for that. I apologize. We got the team of Aqua having 5 tanks right now versus just 2. The connection is back, luckily. Maybe I can disconnect the iPad from the... Yeah, I can do so. I can disconnect the iPad to have probably better internet. Maybe that helps. It's just occasional, it seems. Not constantly. That's weird. But okay. And Daze is picking up the last kill. And that is Aqua winning this game with a great relocation over base D. Over base A, I mean, and base B. They moved over to A first and then fell back towards B and got the map control very nicely. I think they were playing quite slowly, but of course they were lacking some information that we had when watching from above. That definitely makes a difference, of course. We do see a lot more than those players down there. Okay, I will turn off my second screen, although I don't like doing so. But, yep. iPad is not going to be on the same Wi-Fi anymore, and maybe that is going to help with the connection then. Good, let's change that. All right. The problem is now I only have one screen, which is really not that good for streaming, but I think we will be fine with that. It worked yesterday already. Good. So, game number 3 is happening on the map of... Wait, it was 1-to-1. I was not setting that up correctly. One-to-one. One. Also, I'm having to quickly try to do something in the background. It is stressful to stream on vacations, I can tell you guys. But we've got it working again. And we can now see Dynasty's Pearl played with a lot of F3s again, and a whole re on top of that as well on this blue side. Dynasty's Pearl was a pick by PCCat, so Aqua was allowed to select the spawn, although the differences in spawns are really not that big here. Aqua playing the outer side. Might go for the C-cap. Yes, they do. Wildburger all on his own behind A. Put in a good shot to begin with. Cap lead for Aqua. And they have to make sure that they are securing their rear. But nope. They are not doing so. Also, Aqua is aware that there is not much going forwards apparently. Uni is spotted currently still and going for a holding position of base B. PCCat is relocating very quickly. And this is what is defining a top level team in the current meta, in the modern meta that we've seen for the last few seasons. Teams are not waiting until the end. They are moving around the map safely, at a distance, very quickly. If they don't have any advantage and moving forwards anymore, they are going elsewhere and preparing for a counter push. Aqua is not going for the counter push. They are focusing on securing the C side. They are taking holding positions. Uni almost had some crossfire into the hills, who simply fell down the hills with the Kranwagen in a strong hull down position. Won't have enough gun depression, and he has to be careful with that whole read to the front. If the hills get spotted here, he would get shot for sure. There is a push now on the side. PCCat going in on days, but he can fall back. Can Aqua save him? Can they counter? They are putting in some good crossfire for the start already, not to be losing HP. Looking good hit points wise for the team of Aqua here. PCCat got bled down quite a lot. Also, base B is being capped. Base A is being capped as well. She said she loves me. Is now getting pushed onto by a lot of tanks. Is set on fire as well. 1.8k, 2.1k hit points down. Burning down. He is being perma-tracked. He will get killed. Still double caps to 1. to none now for Aqua, but now Wildburger is in trouble and they are down one tank, yet they have still more hit points. Aqua can push out the tanks over there and I think they might be able to win this. If they manage to get the kills in, they absolutely have to do this right now, very quickly, before the tanks from the other side are coming back. The Hori is deciding to go for a 1v1 against Wildburger. He's likely to win this, I believe, due to the massive amount of DPM that he has. Krim is also falling back into that A cap, making sure that there are no more caps to Aqua anytime soon. And now 2 kills for Aqua as well. And Aqua is already down 3 tanks. They have to get more kills, but Zerd is low on hit points. And it is PC Cat with the gun advantage, with the hit point advantage as well. The Hills low DPM on the long reload now cannot pick up Bobby Fischer. 800 cap points for Aqua as they are losing the last cap. Zerd is a one-shot. Will probably out reload, not to be, but he is not going to be able to get a second shot in, most likely. Zerd does get killed here. Aqua had the advantage, but they were losing it. And this is Aqua still losing the game number 3. 950 points now for the team of 995 points. So 1k points for the team of PC Cat. And we will see a few more games for sure. PC Cat in good form. Aqua a bit slow today, I feel like. Also, this guy was having a really bad time. Would have been nice if Aqua was able to keep him alive. He was having 0 damage. He should have probably moved forwards, but he was getting perma-tracked. And he was then falling back into the Hori, getting pushed onto. In the best case, he would have avoided the Hori, moved into the others, put out some shots towards base C to maybe be able to support there. Oh my gosh, did I just... Did I just mess up with the screen? Seems like it. My apologies. This is due to me suddenly having... only one screen in front of me. At some point I was not sure and was just pressing the button still. But okay, we get 2-1 to PC Cat now. It's a question, best of 3? No, it is a best of 7. Connection seems to be fine though, at least that it's working now. Just that I must not forget to switch the screen again. Oh my dear. Ah. Okay. I'm not seeing the streaming software, that's the big problem. I'm just seeing the screen. I have an iPad to the side, but that could not be connected anymore, otherwise I was having lags. We are able to get to the next game. Now I'm double checking. Yes, I did switch the scenes. Also, let me actually turn on... Okay, I will turn on the sound of scene transitions so I can make sure that something's happening and I'm not misclicking. PC Cat now playing the light tank aggressively to spot the A cap. They got the cap lead. Second LT taking the base. Elmery is out of there as well. A lot of F3s again, of course. Also, There is a Super Conqueror 3-pack for Aqua. On the other side there is a Kranwagen that also Aqua likes playing quite a lot of times. Wildburger now taking base C. And he is getting away with it for free, but there is something happening. The T100s are lining up shots and they are able to shoot Ghosty. Aqua is also able to take base A. Ghosty has lost hit points though, but he is quite far away. Wildburger, all on his own, has some good position. Uni also lost some hit points, but also he is in a good position far in the back. Aqua might actually counter push base B in case that they are losing C. I think that might be working out for them. But PC Cat is not pushing in over there. They are retreating and probably making a play for A. They are relocating. And they are going to be able to maybe push down there with a Kranwagen. First one's going in. If he gets spotted, that might give away the plan of PC Cat. Just a bit of an HE damage into the Kran. Kran losing more hit points with these HEs. Also relative to the hit points that he has. Oh, there's a push going on. PSEC is coming in. PC Cat moving in on the F. And also Denial. They have 3 auto reloaders pushing the bottom. Also Uni on top. F is trying to move out of there, but there is a lot of tanks coming in. F is going to struggle. He is going for a kamikaze move forwards into the T100 LT. Trying to also shoot down the Kranwagen. Does get the kill of the LT. That's huge for them. Aqua getting 1 kill out while they are losing a super heavy or a super conqueror heavy tank. F is also still alive, can still shoot down the LT for a bit. Is now deciding to move forwards to put out a last shot into Uni potentially. No, Elmery is coming. F is going in and does not able to turn. Is not able to turn the turret around anymore. Elmery trying to move back on base B, but that is Aqua simply stealing base B as well and not losing the A cap anytime too soon. And Aqua 1 on caps, although the counter push was really well executed that PC Cat did. The LT was too aggressive though. He was getting killed basically for free, and that should have been avoided. PC Cat just losing one of the most important tanks with just 2 shots worth of damage. And again, we are switching maps. 2-2 now. 2-2 as we are in the lower bracket finals. Again, the winning team will be getting to the grand finals where they are then going to meet Demon. Also, both teams showing very good stuff. I think, honestly, I would say PC Cat was seeming to be a little bit more confident, a bit more consistent in their play style. So who knows who's going to win this. On the earlier game yesterday, it was PC Cat winning. Now Aqua is also in great form. They have been a bit slow on the first 2 games though. Let's see what they can do. Both teams definitely capable and having some caps on their cap boards already. If they even got any physical ones anymore. They did get some in the past. But nowadays, I don't know if Wargaming is still handing out physical cups for these tournaments. So next game is on Kennel. And Kennel was a pick from PC Cat again. That's always switching. PC Cat did want to play this map. Meanwhile, Aqua then gets, or the other team gets to select the spawn. Every team before the tournament gets to, or before the last day of the tournament, every team has a chance to ban some maps from the map pool and pick some maps. Early shot into F. Okay, did I even switch the scene just yet? I was talking. Now, you can see stuff. Zerd and F lost some hit points. Seacat has been denied, apparently. Also, Denial is attempting to cap the base and is not being able to do so. This is good for PC Cat. If they can then take base A, which is for free now. They have base B, they have base A against only one base. It might be possible to still go for C now. And also PC Cat is losing hit points. But not as many as the team of Aqua so far. Bobby also low hit points now. Half the hit points gone. That should not be happening at the start of a game in the first 90 seconds even. But PC Cat has two bases. Krim is still there. In a 1v1 against Wildburger, but there is going to be support by the second LT. It will be important for the LTs to farm down this heavy tank. And there comes the second LT. They are now going to have that DPM. Wildburger farming from behind, a realism from the front. Over there we've got Zerd increasing the pressure on B. Now it is Aqua with the hit point lead. And they will also be able to get one tank out. Take some big shots for that though. The LTs lose hit points, but they can be far away. Wildburger getting the kill shot finally. Still, C is being capped. If that is possible to get, then it wouldn't take much to get the cap lead for Aqua. Just one kill. And they have more hit points. They have one more tank on the field. They could potentially make a play over here and get Yennefer out. Bobby has fallen back into a safer position. Elmery is far behind, has hit points though, so he should probably not be the one camping. Would be better for Uni to do this, and he's getting spotted as he's trying to move up. Takes a shot. Daze having shots there, is now reloading again. At this point it looks like Aqua was having the advantage. Even though they still need to push in because of the caps. But they have about 1000 hit points more and one more tank. Yet the LTs are low on hit points, they cannot do much. Wildburger especially, he's two shot. Has to be camping, maybe that's still useful. Not to be getting outspotted here. Over there we can see a bit of a move. No, not quite. The LT and Zerd are there. The LT trying to spot. PC Cat is very committed to base B. Now it's a bit of a problem for Aqua that the healthier light tank is over there. Zerd is pressuring B, but there are so many tanks of PC Cat. The realism immediately falling back. Zerd is getting pushed on too. Aqua counter pushing the other side. They have not to be in focus, not to be getting ram killed by the hills, by the Hori. And both teams lost a tank, but 950 points for PC Cat. 953. Can Aqua get another kill without losing any tanks? They have a one-shot LT. Maybe Wildburger can move over. He is spotted though. He is spotted. Can he move over? 995 points. One, no! It is still a kill for Aqua. And they win the game so freaking closely that I would have never counted on it. Oh man, I was really thinking that LT would be dead as he moved over. But he did it, and it didn't really matter in the end, but it was a desperate move. PC Cat had the cap lead still, and they really needed to go in. Oh my gosh, bad start for Aqua, as they were losing a lot of hit points. But great comeback with that push. As Zerd moved in, I was really not having high hopes on them being able to make use of that. I mean, I knew they were going to counter push, but it looked like there was a good time advantage for PC Cat. They were having all the tanks that they are behind B, many more than Aqua probably expected there to be. We're switching maps again. Now we are going on to Desert Sands, 3-2 it is, and Aqua is one win away from the grand finals by that, unless it's a best of 9, but I think it's a best of 7, pretty sure about that. Aqua currently rocking this, but the games are close, and every one of those teams is in a great position to make it to the grand finals. Every one of those teams would very well deserve it, very much deserve it, and it looks like there might be a tiebreaker if they keep playing like this. Desert Sands often is played with a lot of mediums. In this season though, the auto reloaders, the 116 F3s, are making every medium useless. So we see a lot of F3s. We do see a T100 LT and a Kranwagen for Aqua. For PC Cat, there is no light tank at all, just the F3 spam that they often like to go for. Let me also adjust the score. And I'm so not used to not having my streaming software to the side. But at least the connection seems to be stable. Good. That would have been horrible. That was my biggest fear I had of this stream. To have inconsistent internet, bad connection here. Once you never know if you're having to stream via mobile data. I'm even having a different internet contract now for being able to stream, and that didn't really do much here. Okay. PC Cat playing for the center right now. A lot of tanks on the rails. Krim is the only one on the outer side. Base C is being taken very quickly by Uni. And Base C has been taken by Uni. We're still pressuring a little bit. Trying to find someone over here. But Zerd is in a position that is impossible to push onto. He is fine. The caller of Aqua facing the caller of APA or PC Cat. Quite typical that the caller is playing the baiting position, playing quite aggressively, while the others are doing the main fighting then. Now notably is Hal down at the center. can pressure the enemy spawn quite far without risking too much, as it does have backup most likely. Or is there going to be counter push? Doesn't seem like it. But maybe Aqua could go for Uni and counter cap a base C. Meanwhile, they are also able to take out Crim, but that's still going to take them a moment. They have 2-on-1 over here. PC Cat is well aware of that. Everyone spotted, so PC Cat has a bit of an advantage in the city. Oh, Ghosty in the open. Losing HP, has to fall back, and I think he can fall back. Is now safe again. Aqua in safe positions, but they have lost a lot of hit points already. That's not too great for them. Ghosty goes down first. On the other side, there is a 2-on-1. Not to be is getting farmed here. He will have 1 or 2 more shots still. No, he is taken out. 2 guns out on either side. F is still quite healthy. That is amazing for Aqua. Meanwhile, Elmery, low hit points, gets down to 1 shot. And Daze comes from behind. Does not hit the shot. And does not reload the second shell. The Hills falling back into cover. Dragging the push. Playmaker now going in. But the Hills will have an entire clip very soon. He has the better DPM now as well. Maybe he can get the kill shot. No, it's a low roll again. But he will have the kill shot very soon. On the other side, Aqua, by the way, has 2k hit points more. That's 50% more. Yet, PC Cat still has the caps. Elmery still alive as a one-shot. Denial chasing him. The Hills just got killed by Playmaker. No way. I would not have thought so. But Denial... Oh, he's failing an HE. Failing to get the kill shot in. That was so crucial. This allows Playmaker to reload over there. But Denial is still safe. Playmaker was not going in. Wildburger has to move in on Bobby. And he does low roll only. Does not get the kill shot. It is so important to get that damn cap out. And there comes Denial. He has the hit points. He can do it. He can do it. He goes in, gets tracked. Now he just needs to aim. And he does aim safely. And Aqua has the cap lead again. But they are also going to lose Daze in the middle. Daze failing a shot as well. But C is being capped. Wildburger has the kill shot on Playmaker. And Daze is still going to die most likely. But Yennefer is in a 1 versus 2 still. And won't be able to win this. And this looks like the win that Aqua needed. Aqua is making it into the grand finals with this win. Denial hitting that kill shot from the side. Super damn close games. I hope that I didn't mess up and that it is really a best of 7, but I believe it is. And that means PC Cat takes the 3rd place. Yep, that should have been it. So PC Cat now taking the 3rd place. Demon already on the in the grand finals. There they are meeting Aqua very soon. We are having a bit of a break until then. I will still play some random games. B-Love took the 4th spot. PC Cat and V-Love both did a great show this season. Again, really liked seeing them play. And yeah, now we have to wait a bit. I think, yeah, people are moving out of the room, so it was definitely best of 7. And they are going to talk strats now. So I will just switch over to the screen again. By the way, guys, do you also always get this offer? I've had, it always says 2 hours 59 minutes, but I've had this offer like, I don't know how often, I cannot count that even. I had 10 times at least. Let me get a mouse pad, maybe that's helping. No. So the next game is starting in 26 minutes. A lot of mediums here. Team is spreading out a bit more than I would like to see. Do I aim for the right? Are enemies even coming? I don't think they are here. No, they are playing for the other side. Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah. Alright. Damn hill. Let me change position. Maybe we can actually pressure the S-Kong or even push him. I think we can just simply go in. TVP is also coming. Let's get closer there. Nice. No! Oh my gosh. Okay, okay, okay. Take that. I'm not super safe here. Not at all, actually. Oh my gosh. The damn hills. 2 times already this damn hill. And I cannot go forwards into crossfire. My teammates are just dying off. Oh, IS-7 got ammo wrecked. Wasn't he full life? I think he has been. With the caps, and also we don't have any tanks left anymore. Yeah, okay, that was ping. Tank was jumping. Okay, let me play a heavy tank. Because of ping. Maybe a reset. Okay. I will just spot the right side for my TDs. Most teammates don't know how to do that. Actually, we've got some teammates spotting, probably, maybe. I will also start here nonetheless. Object is not spotting, he's just going in. While I'm having ping. Yeah, usually I'm not playing with this kind of ping. It's just today, because it's a bit of an improvised stream. Come on. Nice. I have a lot of TDs there. Maybe it's still worth keeping those enemies spotted if I somehow can. Okay. Good. I think I will change position. Yeah, let's go towards the right side and increase the pressure as the enemies are relocating already. They don't want to face me here anymore and don't want to face my TDs anymore. So maybe I can be more useful if I just move out. I know that all the TDs have been in the corner, so I don't have to be too afraid from tanks over there. Nice. Maybe I can also shoot a Sheridan. Although he should be dead already. Yep. What is the E6 doing now? The ping. Come on. On. 200 ping. Maybe the object has him. Unsurprisingly, I do bounce the side of the object. If he comes for me, then he's going to get killed by my mace. No, teammate bounce. But I'm just dragging him into the open. Good. Horry was just farming. I got a ton of assisted damage. I mean, at least 2k from probably mostly from the Horry, also the 50B, and also the 752 got some assisted damage. I assume the Horry was shooting a lot here. Let me quickly look at the chat. Hi Darkman, hi Kapuffles, hi to Eddie, hi to William, Helmi, Brando, Benjo, everyone else who's watching here today. Good to have you all here. If you enjoyed the stream, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new still. I'm usually streaming from, or doing iPad streams. So today is a bit different because of this tournament being on my vacations. So yeah, everything is a little bit less stable, but I try to deliver the best quality possible nonetheless. Took a long time to still set up everything and pack a whole bag of heavy streaming equipment. Was going through all kinds of pains doing this stream for you. So we still got some more time. Yep. Can still play a couple more games. I think I will stick to the VZ. Wouldn't feel confident playing anything that requires some really quick aiming. First of all, I'm not that used to PC gameplay. Secondly, I'm having ping. Having pretty bad spawn here, unfortunately. Some that far to the bottom. And I don't want to play for A. This is not that smart. Because you can get pushed out very quickly here. You can still play for B if you got backup, like in this case. But I would rather play safely at the start. T22 saying noobs team. Why? People are doing standard stuff so far. Absolutely nothing special about this. T22, show me that you are noob and run array. Because you're not doing good there. You cannot hold up the enemies. Looks like there are a lot of enemies and you are a medium tank. I think we should just kill A in this case. Oh. Okay, I can put 2 shots into Reno. Let's actually shoot the projectile instead, because it's a medium tank that can go towards very dangerous positions very quickly. I will get focused soon. No, that was bad. That was bad. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I just repaired my track and fell back. I think that shot was intended to hurt me. Savika was shooting. I don't know if that was actually a good idea or not. Push forwards. I took a big one from the VK, like 1k damage or so. But I helped my teammates quickly kill that flank. Nice. Okay, that was a bit of a lucky bounce. Okay. Maybe not the best aiming in this case. Let's go. That works. Come out. Come out. Come out. Okay. I just accidentally opened emojis. One second. I guess I can play another one. Okay. No! Nice. Okay, full clip bounce. That's good. Oh no, 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 ping. Let's quickly take the base and then move in on the Rinoceronte. If my teammate allows me to do so. I'm gladly moving in. I can hide from the FV like this. Come on, please kill him. Oh, what a low roll. Okay, okay. $183 is not paying any attention. I'm shooting the front for the fuel tank. Quite often you do set that tank on fire. Okay, and I'm still having a last clip. Nice. Nice. That's what I aimed for. If you don't know where the fuel tank sits, guys, just keep in mind, if the turret of a tank is in the back, then the fuel tank sits in the front. If the turret is in the front, then the fuel tank sits in the back. Always the opposite side. And the fuel tank is much more vulnerable than the ammo rack, so always try to aim for the fuel tank unless the ammo rack is already scratched. Because people are repairing an ammo rack anyways, and you are probably not hitting that or getting that to detonate immediately. Meanwhile, you can maybe set the enemy on fire, maybe they're not having any fire extinguisher left because they already used their repair kit, the multi-rep kit. Are we already starting? Wait. 26 minutes or 20 past. No, I can still play one more game. Yeah, in 8 minutes the next tournament match is starting then. Brando, thank you. Hope the connection issues don't cause too much stress on your vacation. I wish I could say no, but actually yes. I mean, I was trying to prepare myself in the best possible way. I was going for a new internet contract on my for my phone, so that I would have much better upload speed. But that is on a provider that is not the best ever. Like we have basically three providers in Germany. And they are marginal differences, but sometimes you do notice them. And I just realized that on the other provider I don't have the best upload speed. Although it is enough for the stream. But yeah. The Wi-Fi in the apartment yesterday was fine, that was good. Today the Wi-Fi of my grandparents just doesn't have enough of an upload speed because for some stupid reasons that I'm not going to go into today, Germany has really bad internet connection and internet is expensive as hell. Do I push him? Or do I just try to shoot him as he's trying to escape maybe? GG 140. But yeah, also as I was planning the vacations, I didn't have any idea about the tournament's final dates yet. And right after I booked everything, together with my girlfriend, then the dates were announced, and I realized that I would have to stream one stream from one apartment, and then the second one from my grandparents' apartment. So I had to get all my streaming equipment, or all that I could use on the go. I borrowed a laptop from a friend, and also packed like mobile lights. I still bought some stuff. Got a lot of and used a lot of stuff that I could handle in a backpack. I had to build it up twice now. The whole setup, like yesterday and today, and every time the struggle and the fear for internet not to be good enough. Like until just a few hours ahead of the stream. Okay, yesterday I was in the same place for 2 days. Oh, nice. Today I just arrived via train like an hour or so before the stream. Especially yesterday, it's been super stressful because I was not even sure whether I would have everything with me. In the end, it was fine. But I was having a mild panic attack. Not quite a panic attack, but I was super duper stressed. I was, yeah, slightly panicking as I was just getting everything out of my bag and realizing where the hell is the MacBook charger and where the hell is my mouse. I mean, streaming without a mouse would have maybe been somewhat possible, but then streaming without a charger would not have lasted for long. And then also I was having the lights set up that were battery powered, and they were supposed to last long enough. But then halfway through the stream, lights went out. Whatever. Then also because I'm only having one screen right now, forgetting to switch the scenes. Then another issue that popped up was I had a you know, in the streaming software that I'm using, having to add sources for audio or for monitor recording, all the kind of stuff. And I was having some display recording. And on Windows, usually the display is being recorded without sound, and I have to add the sound manually. On Mac, it is different. The sound is added automatically. And I was having multiple different sources then for the screen with sound on top at full volume blasting, so no one could hear me for the first few games whenever I was talking in between the battles. It was the most stressful stream ever, I could tell you. I was just so done afterwards. But today I was already quite a lot more relaxed. Just when I arrived in this apartment, yeah, I was checking the internet speed and realizing, okay, Wi-Fi isn't good enough. The fast internet that I bought isn't good enough either. The other one is supposed to have only 10 megabytes per second upload speed, which should not be good enough for streaming, but it showed to have a better connection then. So that seems to be fine, at least when I'm not having my iPad connected as a secondary monitor. That idea I still had, like just setting up the iPad as a secondary monitor so I could have everything double checked. But that isn't working apparently. Guys, don't stream at your grandma's place. But I will be done after today. I will be happy, very happy about that, to be honest. Although I love tournament streaming, this was exhausting. Guys, we can switch over to the tournament room, and I will still have to adjust the score real quick. Oh. We are getting to the grand finals now. Demon versus Aqua. And we can see F3s again, of course, but not only F3s. I think especially against APA or PC Cat, Aqua was playing even more F3s than I would like to. Because they experiment a little bit more, but PC Cat is playing F3s only, basically. Demon also likes to experiment a bit more. Something I always like to see, to be honest. If a team does go for some experimentation with the meta and doesn't do the absolute standard stuff, if they find out different ways, like some small tricks and quirks that they can go for, that they can exploit in order to beat the meta, and if they succeed at that, then I'm their fan. That I love to see in the tournaments. Best one is to win. Nonetheless, doesn't matter if they play the absolute meta tanks or if they experiment, they have to win. Aqua playing 2 lights and a Hori, Demon playing 1 light, and they are going for a beach push. Very rare to see that, because it is a bit of a gamble. But they probably expect T100s or someone to be right there. T100 not being spotted, now spotting up Denial. Oh, I see what is going on here. Dr. Watson, no, he's not going for the climb. He wanted to climb up here and get up the hill. He could move up all the way over here and be safe then. Dr. Watson is safe, but he can also crossfire the F. Oh my gosh, what a crossfire move here with the light tank in the corner. The F3 is moving on. That was already F down. That's the F3s going in. Demon got the tank advantage. Cap lead for Aqua though, as they got 2 caps against 1. They got better positions. Much better positions for Aqua, but they still have another tank isolated over here, and they are down a tank. Hit points lack and lack though. Also, Demon lost a lot of hit points already. The Hori is a great support for Denial right now. Seems to be pretty safe behind that building. The Hills moving out for another shot again. Denial is getting pushed onto. Is still pretty healthy there. Pyroblast failing a shot. Let's see what the Hills is doing. He has some great shots. He can probably farm tons and tons of damage. I'm looking forward to seeing his damage numbers later on. There goes the second one on side of Aqua, but also they managed to pick up a kill. And look at the hit points. Look at the damn hit point difference from 5.2k versus 9.4k. Aqua is farming. And I got a T100 right behind the opponent's Pyroblast. Also 1 shot now. And everyone else on side of Demon is basically low on hit points, in bad positions to push forwards, simply because they are the blue team. They are hull down. They have the caps. They have this phenomenal position, which is actually one of the best positions in the game. Apart from the one on Castilla, this one's just really, really strong to have. Aqua is safely winning this. It was a great start for Demon with this push. Nice crossfire approach. But they just simply couldn't go forwards. And that's why I always tell you on stream, do not go for the beach. Don't do it. It's low ground. You gotta take the high ground first. In tournaments, of course, it might sometimes be working out. But also here the same rules apply. Yet it is always a gamble to do the beach push. And rarely ever we see that many tanks committing to it. Crip losing a lot of hit points as he's trying to go in. Trying to chase out Wildburger. By the way, the amount of guns isn't all that different. Both teams having the same amount of tanks right now. But 2k hit points versus 6k. It's 200% more hit points for Aqua. And we can also see the caps ticking over. There we go, 3 caps winning Aqua the game. 1k points for them. And that is win number 1 for Aqua. Hori farming 5k damage. Farming off of his teammates. Mainly Denial, who was isolated behind that bunker and was trying to grasp onto his life. Good job there. We can switch over, adjust the score. Aqua on 1 point. F was probably not too happy with the situation early on, but it worked out very well for his teammates afterwards. One FE215B on side of Demon now, a tank that is rarely played in this current meta, because just the F3s have the auto reloader with reactive armor, and they have more armor as well. So you don't want to get perma-tracked in an FV, which happens very easily. But it has the hash power, so maybe it can deliver some hash shots and deny the reactive armor from working out properly. Also, the FE215B has great DPM and great mobility. On side of Aqua, we do see an RHM Grandwagen combo again. By the way, just so you know, the first map has been a pick of Demon. Normandy was a pick of Demon, so Aqua was able to pick the spawn. And by that, Aqua was playing the better spawn. Not that it would really matter. I mean, always one team picks a map, the other one picks the spawn then. And by that, every team picking a certain map has to be absolutely sure that they can also win on the worst spawn. Often we see rather symmetrical maps then, but sometimes we see teams just simply playing very weird counter strategies that are likely unexpected for the opponents, as on this last game. Lagoon now, a pick of Aqua. So Demon is able to select the spawn, or was able to select the spawn, but here it is very symmetrical. A lot of teams like Lagoon, it seems. We've already seen it earlier. Early crossfire. And Zerd is losing hit points here, but he is now in a strong position to cover the B cap. Demon immediately pushing over towards base A, and there is a push in the middle. But the Hills has a Kranwagen with great turret armor and good gun depression. So that push is unlikely to work out properly. We will see. They are not going forwards right now. But maybe people are coming from base A. But there is also F covering. Pyroblast has taken A. Base B is being kept. This is crucial for Aqua because that allows them to take 2 caps. Dice has taken B. The light tank will be taking base C soon, I guess. Nope, it decides to support. If he was to cap C, that would put his tanks, his teammates, at a disadvantage most likely. But there is already the push being spotted at the front. F has to fall back. Is falling back quite far. Yet is still in the open. Zerd moving out to support. And maybe there's a counter push now. Aqua could push out Pyroblast actually. Yet he also still has backup by Dr. Watson. But Aqua really needs to do something. They have 3 tanks committed over here, and they are really not going for Pyroblast just yet. And they are getting pushed onto in the middle. The Hills is in trouble. The Kranwagen getting focused. The only tank without reactive armor on side of Aqua is being focused. This is not looking all too good for them. Parmesan reloading a second shot, aiming in, getting a 1 shot in, getting the second shot in. Gun advantage for Demon, but just for a very short time. No, it is their gun advantage again, since they picked up 2 kills very quickly. And Aqua is down a tank. They are down on the hit points, but not by all too many. Yet Daze is in trouble. He's down to a 1 shot and is trying to fall back. Doesn't have any backup. Cannot get killed just yet. Maybe he can still have some shot into Dr. Watson, for example. Would be quite important. He is not going out and probably, yeah, getting killed, but not without putting in a last shot. Guns tied again. Zerd and Ghosty fighting Parmesan. Maybe it is possible for Zerd. No, it is going to be Ghosty having to go for Parmesan. But he doesn't have shots here. F comes from the other side. Ghosty has a last one into Dr. Watson. The DPM of the FV is working. And F is in the 1v1. Fails a kill shot against Devyat though. Super important, otherwise it might have been winnable still. Aqua having 2 tanks against 4. They could have been in a 2 versus 3. And F again failing that kill shot. And that will have certainly sealed the deal, as he's now going down, leaving Wildburger alone. F could have killed Devyat and probably put out another shot, or maybe even 2, which might have given Wildburger the time to get another kill of Parmesan or just play for distance. Wildburger getting picked up from behind. Now that is Demon winning. It seemed like they were getting stuck early on with their push. But Aqua was slow to react. They had tanks moving up to cover F, who was on his own, but they did not counter push immediately. They were hesitating, and Demon was immediately switched from F to the center of the map, where they were having more tanks available to simply go for the hills. The Kranwagen of Aqua. Arguably, the Kranwagen was one of the most dangerous tanks of Aqua, because the Kran has better DPM than the 116 F3 and has a better gun and better mobility, but it doesn't have the reactive armor, so it has a lot less hit points, has less armor on the hull, so it is a lot more vulnerable. Hence, the focus fire was on point. Demon now fielding 2 Super Conquerors and a T100 LT. We are back to Vineyards. This is a pick of Aqua, and therefore Demon was able to select the spawn. Demon is on the north spawn, which is surprising, to be honest, because on the south spawn, you can actually take the B cap a little bit quicker. Score is 1-1. Alright. 1 second. No. Alright. 1-1. And we will see Aqua apply 2 T100 LTs, 2 Krans as well. Last time it's been Aqua playing the Super Conquerors on this map. A good hit point lead by Demon from the very start on, simply because of having more heavies. Also, they have more tanks with reactive armor. Wildburger heading into base B immediately. On the other side, Dr. Watson is taking base A. Not standing in the most obvious position over there, because they would get blind shot very often, same as this bush. And the blind shots are failing. Everyone shooting this bush here. But there is a shot into Dr. Watson nonetheless. 2 shots actually. So Dr. Watson still lost a lot of hit points. Aqua, therefore, with a good start. Early damage being dealt. Also, they got the early cap, but Demon was quick to relocate towards base C and get the C cap. Basically, Demon is playing the strategy that Aqua went for earlier. And Aqua is playing more aggressively on the A side now. Trying to pressure here, but there is still Pyroblast to the side. The double T100s getting a bit more aggressive, but Deviat down on the hit points. I don't know what happened there. He lost so many hit points there. So he is a potential weak spot to push onto for Aqua. I think the Krans might have both peeked out very far to put out their clips into the F3. The Hills is being left alone in the 1v1 against Deviat. He has more armor on the turret for sure. But Aqua has to push in somewhere. They have to steal some caps. And Aqua is currently pushing over to base C. Demon tries to maybe go in on Zerg if they can. But they are not really in the best positions, and they're still hesitating because they don't know if there's any backup. But Deviat goes down on the other side. Deviat is down. And also Kopiat will go down very soon. Kopiat is already isolated and on an empty clip. Daze now with a full clip coming, putting out another shot and maybe getting the kill shot. C is being kept. B is still on side of Aqua, but Dr. Watson is quick to get into that. Can base A be retaken by F? That's the question now. Currently still reloading, waiting for Crypt to maybe run out of reactive armor. F reloading his last shot. Might have Crypt as he has a better DPM, but no, he will actually not have him. There is some support. Crypt gets a kill shot. 945 points for Demon. Demon is getting closer to the 1k points, but base B got stopped again. Yet it is only requiring 1 single kill for Demon or to survive. Can Wildburgers pick up some seagull? Yes, he can pick up the kill shot. Also, the light tank goes down. And now it is Aqua again with a cap lead. Suddenly, they have the lead, but that might change quickly with a kill. But Parmesan also goes down. And Dice gets the kill over here. And it is Aqua winning on points in the end. Although Demon has been at the 950 points already, 960 I believe even. They just needed 1 single kill and they would have won the game, but they lost some tanks instead. And Aqua was still winning it. We are again switching maps and now to Dynasty's Pearl. And we can see F3 spam plus Hori on side of Demon, Aqua applying 1 Crownwagen. Dynasty's Peril has been a pick from Demon, so Aqua was able to select the spawn, although yeah, it doesn't really matter on Dynasty's Peril because it is super symmetrical, almost mirrored. I doubt that any team will prefer one spawn over the other. I think, wait. The north spawn is maybe a little bit better, in my opinion, based on my tests that I did for the map guides that I put out a while ago. Because you can shoot from a few more positions, you have some slight advantage. But Aqua chose to play on the south spawn nonetheless. Actually, for random games, maybe the advantage is on the north spawn for... am I wrong? No, I think there should be a bit of an advantage on the north spawn. Not that it would really matter much. Teams are ready. I am ready. Are you guys ready? I hope so, because we're starting. I think the Hori might be nasty on this map. It performs quite well because there's a lot of flat terrain. And tanks cannot really angle too well. The Hori can outspot the heavy tanks. Often it is being used in this road. Not this time though. This time the Hori is going towards the center. And Aqua is playing for the outer side with absolutely everyone. Crip getting aggressive in the middle. Can get pushed out already. Crip overcommitting. Zerd reloading, but Daze will have shots from behind. No, he is shooting someone else instead, as he doesn't want to commit too hard. Deviat is getting focused. Deviat attempting to save his team by getting map control, but might be too aggressive. I think Demon is overestimating their chances. They are losing hit points and not gaining much from it. Now the teammates arrive from the middle as well. They have the crossfire, and Dr. Watson has the great DPM and penetration of the Hori. The hills getting shot and going down. Gun advantage. No, guns being tied though. Deviat got killed. Ghosty currently in the 1v1 against Crip. The push moved in on Samus Tital here, who is also low on hit points. F will reload for a while still, might be able to pick up the kill. Maybe it is a Zerd from behind. There's a kill from Ghosty. Gun advantage to Aqua. They got 3 kills already and only lost 1 tank. 4 kills to 1. Aqua somehow able to keep their one-shots left alive. And there is a failed shot. There comes Daze jumping in and shielding his mate. Crip isn't able to pick up that kill shot. Wild Burger being shielded. Phenomenal shielding work. And look at all the one-shots. Aqua having 1, 2, 3, 4 one-shots in denial. 500 hit points, potential one-shot. I mean, this is something that should not happen on high-level tournaments, that there is no focus fire. But on the other side, this is just really, really well done on Aqua's side to play just aggressive enough to get the damage in and passive enough to keep their one-shots alive. That's how it should be looking. Everyone focusing on their survival. By the way, focus on surviving, that's also a t-shirt I got. But yeah, it was just everyone playing really well, keeping their life on the field. The gun on the field especially. Aqua having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tanks still alive on this match in the end. And by that, Aqua is leading 3-1. And we will maybe only see 2 more games. Maybe Aqua has it in 2 more games. Demon is not really standing much of a chance so far, although the games have often been close. The last one was not. We are switching to Kennel. Kennel was a pick of Aqua, so Demon was able to select a spawn, and Demon is obviously selecting the better spawn here. And they are able to have the advantage on that A side. Aqua has already played Kennel earlier against PC Cat, and you can be very sure that Demon will have seen those games, so Aqua will have to do something else, or that would probably not be too good for Aqua to do the same thing, because it would be quite predictable. Unless they expect the enemies to have seen those games and expect the enemies to adjust to a different strategy. So might be a bit of a mind game, but usually we are seeing teams play a different strategy and not the same strat twice in one day, on the higher stages at least. And we are still seconds away from getting started. 1 T100 for Demon, otherwise F3 spam. Then on the other side, there's Aqua playing 2 T100s and a Hori. I have taken the same lineup against PC Cat earlier. So we will maybe see the same thing again. Maybe they just pretend to do the same thing and go for something very, very differently. Yet, with the lineup that they are having, they might struggle to play aggressively against the heavies. Yet it could also be the case that the T100 LTs make it towards the far corner of A and gain that immense map control that could get them much closer to the win. Often the map control is hugely important on this map. Now I'm interested to see whether the T100s do commit towards A at the risk of getting spotted, because Aqua is playing on the reverse spawn. Because there are no houses here. If you are looking at this, there are no houses, there is no cover on this side, while the other side has a house. Wait, you don't see it yet. There is a house there, there is a house there. It's much easier to go towards A than on the other side. The T100s are playing a very similar strat. It's the same strat as last game. No, look at Dr. Watson. Dr. Watson losing a lot of hit points on the first spot. He can still run away, but he is spotted for 20 seconds. Base A and B have been taken, or are about to be taken by Demon. Cap leads to Demon. Aqua has committed to the shootout early on instead of going for the caps. They could have taken base D very quickly, but they wanted to spot over here with the LT. Actually, they probably didn't intend on shooting anyone over there. It was just happening. More likely they were to try to spot those tanks over here, just so that their tanks over there could just cap safely and shoot anyone being spotted here. But hey, we're seeing some movement. It is Demon going in on the enemy spawn, and they have found Zerd, and they got the kill already. Gun advantage to them, but on the other side there is a fight going on. The LTs fighting each other. Who is having the reload here? It is Demon winning the 1v1. Wildburger might still get Dr. Watson, but he is being careful because there is backup from the side. Dr. Watson will get killed for sure. There we go. Still Demon with a gun advantage. But a massive advantage to the Demon, to the Aqua team with the LT still on the field. But look at the caps. 3 caps to 1. The Hori is getting pushed onto. The Hori is not going to enjoy this. Also, Denial is isolated in the middle of the map. He can still go for Pyroblast. Does have a good position to fight him. Puts him down to 1 shot as well. Well done. Hit points in favor of Demon. Cap points in favor of Demon. Daze again failing a shot on a low hit point tank. The F3 notorious being tricky to penetrate. That's why it's also being chosen. Denial went down in the middle. Pyroblast still left alive as a 1 shot. There is Wildburger who did support his teammate and got a kill. The Hill's still alive. Wildburger still alive. And look at the points. Look at the hit points. Look at the cap points. Demon playing 5 tanks versus 3. F not able to pick up Crip. And the cap points are ticking over as F is being killed. And that means that we see 1 more point for the team of Demon. They are getting 2 to 3 in a best of 9, so 5 wins are needed. Good push by Demon, very, very aggressive. And Demon is still in the game. Super close here. I was barely able to keep up with it and recognize the movement. Demon is now playing F3s and an F2 on 5B again. Aqua switching over to Kranwagen and F3s. We are now on New Bay with Demon picking the map, Aqua picking the spawn. By the way, last game Kennel has been Aqua's pick and they lost it. They had a good approach at the start, I would say. But Demon was just super quick to get a kill shot in of Zerd. Super fast push into the enemy spawn that we rarely ever see, because it is of course a bit of a gamble. And you don't know for sure how many tanks there are going to be, but Demon did know that there were going to be 2 lights on the D side. There were going to be 3 heavy tanks behind or on the C cap. Then the whole recamping somewhere, so they could probably already guess by that there was 1 heavy pretty isolated. Probably Zerd has been spotted. Maybe they just got shot from the area where Zerd has been. Maybe they've also seen the stream earlier, and actually Aqua was pretty much playing the same strategy twice. So maybe that was also part of the reason for this quick push. Okay guys, we are getting to the next game, New Bay now. And we can see Aqua moving towards the park. Aqua 2 wins away from getting the cup. Demon 3 wins away, so almost tied basically. And I wouldn't mind seeing the tiebreaker. Demon going up the hill or the bridges, sending Crip immediately into the A cap. Aqua playing all for A, a bit for the center, I assume. That's usually being done. No, they are entirely in the park area. F was in the middle, but he's not sticking around there. And it looks like they want to go in. Looks like they want to go forwards. Zerd committing. Pyroblast being spotted. Zerd has backup though. He has tanks behind him. So it would be very dangerous to push out and go for Zerd. Pyroblast is aware of that. He does not even try to decap. Zerd can move out. Oh, apologies. Zerd is getting back. Ah, the houses. Okay, I'm not Spider-Man. I don't have my free cam mod. Alright. Double caps to one, but Pyroblast is going in. Pyroblast. No, he was not going in. He was just getting spotted. As he was getting a bit more aggressive. Maybe he can... Yeah, the Cupola can get shot by the hills. Pyroblast is raising his gun as he's attempting to dodge the bullets and block the bullets. But now he made it into the B cap. He can get it back. Yet they lost a lot of hit points already. But also F lost some hit points. Maybe there is a push going on in the back here. If we are looking at the rear, then we can see F low on hit points, but having days for backup, and they're going for Crip. Denial also coming to support. On the other side, the hills got killed. Demon is going for a push into the park area. Pyroblast is low on hit points, getting focused by Whiteburger. Whiteburger getting the kill, but also being low on hit points. The caps are being taken. Demon having base C. They have base A. Base B is getting counter-capped by Zerd at the moment. But it is a good advantage in terms of caps to Demon very soon. Due to the 2 caps to 1. The push though came to a bit of a halt here. They got the park area. Maybe they can go for Zerd as he's quite alone. Zerd though very healthy and having reactive armor on top of that. Kofi still reloading his last shot before going for the shots. It is going to be a 1v1. No, Deviat is coming to support. What is happening on the other side here? Because that's also important. Ghosty put on a cross shot. F is still alive. Summers Titel holding up days. And over there we got a 1v1 going on. Denial versus Dr. Watson. Can Denial do anything about Dr. Watson? No, he is at a disadvantage because he has an empty clip. Dr. Watson has a full clip, so Denial cannot just quickly get the kill and move over to A. Base B is getting capped again by Demon. Demon looking strong. They got the hit point lead. Although they just lost a tank. The tanks are still tight on the map. And Parmesan is a one-shot right in front of Ghosty, but he has support of Kofi now. And 3 caps to none on side of Demon. They are looking very good right now. They will just have to hold and not lose their tanks. 4 tanks versus 3. Ghosty now getting pushed onto by Kofi. Ghosty deciding to reload and go for the kill shot of Parmesan if he can. But he is down to 1 shot as well now and will likely try to put out his last shot into Kofi instead. Also, Summers Titel just got killed. And it's a failed shot by Ghosty. Kofi could have killed here potentially. Kofi is on 356 hit points. If he died, there might have maybe been a chance. No, probably not. Probably not. Dr. Watson is still pretty healthy. And Daze is quite far away. So Demon with a strong push. It was also Demon's map choice. But guys, the score is tight. We are at a 3-3. And we are seeing another 2 games, maybe 3 games still. Guys, this is so freaking close and amazing right now. Looking forward to the next 2 games. Or maybe 3 games in a best of 9. We might have 9 games in total. And a minimum of 5 games. We will see a new map, of course, as on every game of the last day of the tournament. We do see Yukon now. Yukon is a choice of Demon again. Yep, it is Demon's choice again. then that means that Aqua selects the spawn, but here again very symmetrical, I believe. No. There is a difference. Oh, there is a break. Okay. Okay, short break. In between the matches. And then we will proceed with the games. I might as well just play one battle then. Okay. Okay. Aqua has someone missing. Well, in this case, I can go for a quick game. I hope they're not starting earlier then. Oh, that's funny actually to play this map again. It's been a long time. I've not been playing since the update recently. Let's go medium side. I can relax my voice a little bit. Getting exhausting. Close games. Making me shout. Very very light a lineup. That's why I'm here. Oh, T62, you are a bit too aggressive, I would say. Okay, my teammates can take him out. Sad. Let's try to get the kill shot. Maybe I'll just take the base now while I'm reloading. Oof. Driver. Oh yeah, okay, I can go for Kran then. Oh, I should not have prepared this one. Nice. Let's reload, take the base, and then maybe shoot the 183. Nice. Maybe I can track here. Who's the one shooting me? From B. Must be the medium, right? Yeah, of course. Progetto. No, that was too low. I was getting stuck with my mouse a little bit. But okay. Game is pretty much over. Let's shoot the fuel tank maybe. No, not possible. Okay, we have a new room now. Apparently there was some issue. to change again to a TD. Good. So teams are joining back into the room. They are getting ready. Score is still 3-3. 2 or more wins for any of those teams. Might be just, well, it's not just one map. There are going to be 2 more maps anyways, because every game is a new map in the grand finals and semi-finals. We are seeing F3s, of course. What is the next map actually? I think we could already see it. It was Yukon. Also that being a pick from Demon. Yes. And Aqua did get the selection of the spawn by that. Next 2 maps would be picks of Aqua again. Then we would have Fort Despair and Albenstadt. Okay, Demon is basically readied up with 7 F3s. Aqua currently only having 6 players. The last one's going to join in soon. Demon switching over to 1T100 LT. Now we just gotta wait a moment for the last one to join, and then we are ready to go. I cannot wait the games here because this is stretching now with the break in between, just before we are getting to the end of it. And maybe let me know who you think is going to win this. Demon or Aqua? And Demon is showing some good stuff. Aqua, they both showing some very, very good stuff, honestly. Demon has been in the grand finals multiple times already. They have not won it ever just yet. They are a rather new team to the tournament scene because most of their players are on PC. They have very little tournament experience, but they have very high individuals still. Then there is Pyroblast, the caller of them, who has some tournament experience on top 8. Aqua has players who are individually less skilled, probably, if you're looking at the random stats. But they have, all of them have a lot of tournament experience and a lot of high-level tournament experience. Many of them have won several cups already. The caller of them, Zerd, is someone who I already interviewed here on this channel on a longer video. He has been in the tournament scene forever, basically. F has been in the tournament scene almost as long. Days has been around for a long time as well. Many of those players played so many tournaments already that they can probably not count them anymore. Still, they have not won any tourney in a while. Aqua might have a bit of an experience advantage, but now it depends on who is in better form, which team has put in more training hours, which team is actually more prepared for the exact maps that we are about to see, and also which team has the tiny bit of luck that is needed in order to win, as we are getting to just 2 games potentially deciding over the outcome here, and maybe just an Amarek or some Fire or some whatever it might be, some high roll, some RNG deciding over the outcome might of course also be the case, and that we wouldn't necessarily see from both. Yet I hope it is going to be all about the skill and the focus fire. So we do see everyone ready. Both teams playing the same lineup, 6 F3s, 1 T100 LT. And we are switching to Yukon to the game. Aqua hasn't performed that well on the earlier game on this map against PCCat. They left 1 LT alone in the corner with very little backup. Dr. Watson not spotting, just going for a free B cap. Demon moving towards the corner unspotted. Wildburger not really able to spot much, but now they are spotting 3 tanks over here that can already get shots. Samastito will be spotted for 20 seconds thanks to the T100 and takes another shot. Down to 1.6k hit points already, getting farmed there. Kopiat might still get tagged by Wildburger. Nope. Good start for Aqua this game. They're basically playing APAs or PCCat strategy, and they look a lot better at that than with their own strategy that they played earlier. Probably they know about that strat and have it in their arsenal anyways. But the Wildburger T100 LT is doing really well in that corner now. Can keep enemies spotted, can push them back, and look at Samus Titel. Where is he? Samus Titel down to 838 hit points. There has been some crossfire from behind. Demon is bleeding. And Aqua is now going forwards with Zerd. On the other side there is Dr. Watson capping bases. He took 2 caps already. Might even go for the 3rd cap if he thinks that his teammates can still survive for a while. No, he is deciding to just move towards the center to spot if anyone is maybe moving forwards, like Daze, who might be going in. No, Daze is not going, still took a shot from the side. Aqua will have to commit sooner or later because of the caps. But look at the hit point difference now. 16.7k versus 13k. That is a good margin, and these tanks are trapped here. If Aqua wants to, they can commit from the bottom and get behind those tanks and send a couple of tanks to the front. But they're currently not really set up for that. They are having 2 tanks in the back. Wildburger rotated all the way towards base A. Is potentially going for the 1v1. No, is deciding to just simply go for the A cap to buy his teammates some more time. Watson is hiding and Aqua is still going forwards. Although Demon is also going forwards. As we can see in the middle of the map, Pyroblast and Kupiat now fighting Daze and Jungle Shark, but actually they cannot focus fire all too well due to Daze being low on hit points, getting focused while Jungle Shark is moving forwards into Kupiat. There are 2 1v1s here where Pyroblast and Kupiat are likely at a disadvantage. There is the 3rd kill already for Aqua, and that doesn't look good for Demon. Deviat also a 1 shot. Might get picked up on the very next shot. It is Ghosty from behind who will get that kill shot. And looks like Aqua is winning this very easily. Look at that massive hit point gap. 5k hit points, 6k hit points more on side of the red team. And they got another kill. 7 tanks still alive on Aqua's side versus 2 tanks on Demon's side. And maybe Daze is getting killed finally. Pyroblast just raising the gun by now, as he's the last one, might have potentially gotten the kill of Daze. But this is a 7-0 game. Aqua absolutely bleeding down Demon. They were caught by a counter strat, perfect to counter them. Aqua with a good damage spread. Few times. Actually, also the damage spread of Demon was alright, but they were not able to farm sufficiently. And that means we see Aqua on 4 points. That is the match point to them. Only one more win needed for them. Ooh. Match point for Aqua, and Demon needs to win 2 games in a row now if they want to win this. That is close. We are switching maps to Fort Despair. This is now a pick of Aqua, so you can assume that Aqua will have something in the back that they are very confident in. Aqua playing the spawn that they did not select though, but the maps are very similar here. Very symmetrical map. Probably good for Tiebreaker. So Demon is starting on the south, Aqua in the north. Is there any difference on this map? Anything that I can think of? Tiny differences here and there, but I don't think there is much of an advantage. There's a bit of a difference in the houses behind B. I think the south spawn house to cover B is better than on the north spawn, because if you think of the houses I will show you, there is one house that is partially destroyed, so you cannot get behind B unspotted, and the other house is just intact basically, so also you cannot hide your turret necessarily. So maybe the last game of the evening. Let's not forget to switch the scenes here, the overlay. This is what I mean. Here you can barely hide behind this house, and you cannot just sneak up because it's destroyed. On the other side you can remain unspotted there. Aqua going C, Demon going C. There's an Fe215B on side of Aqua, otherwise F3 spam. Same lineup for Demon. We could see Demon play this exact strat already, and this exact lineup on this map. Very, very symmetrical. Grip is taking the decapping position behind B. Remains completely unspotted, which would not be possible over there. But it isn't really relevant right now. Zerd realizes that there is not much to the front, so he is moving forwards. Gets spotted of course, but cannot get hit just yet. Only one shot has been hit so far. That was the FV215B Kopiat, losing 300 hit points or so, or 400. Zerd was able to move up in the middle. He might prepare for the B cap. Daze could be stealing the B cap because there is not all that much backup. No, Daze is also taking the wall for some safe hull down position first. Puts a good one into Grip. Trading, but nonetheless it's been a one-on-one with a high roll for Daze and a low roll for Grip. Wildburger can now get into the B cap. Like that, we have 2 tanks over here covering Wildburger to the side. Grip cannot peek there without losing a lot of hit points. C is about to be taken by Demon maybe. But Aqua is not giving that up for free. There is no possibility to take the base here unharmed. Only Pyroblast could take the base. And Pyroblast is a bit isolated there. Aqua could potentially counter push and go for Pyroblast. But so far they lack the information to do so, and they have the cap, so there is no need to gamble. Wildburger getting shot as he's moving out, but Grip was too greedy. Crip losing a lot of hit points. He is down to 1.1k hit points. Some Mestizo coming in. Also, the flank is getting counter pushed. F on an empty clip, facing 2 tanks. Not much backup for F here. Currently on his own, still some crossfire from the side, but they will rather have to give up F and go in on some Mestizo and Crip. It is more about the other side for Aqua. They can pick up Pyroblast as well. They can go for Dr. Watson now and go for the C-Cap. Denial, low hit points, but doing well still. F is still alive. Wildburger having crossfire into Dr. Watson. There comes a push. Aqua going in, having the rear of Dr. Watson. There is 1 shot, 2 shots. Dr. Watson still puts out a shot into Wildburger. F went down on the other side. Guns even. Hit points in favor of Demon still. Although we can see Aqua dominating this fight. They have the gun advantage, but hit points actually neck and neck. Hit points are very close to another. Demon doesn't care about caps at all, and therefore also Aqua will have to focus on simply going for kills. Also, there is Crip going down. 2 tanks more on the field for Aqua right now. 1 tank more on the field for Aqua as Demon picks up another kill, and Demon is up 700 hit points. Is Demon able to win this though? Demon has to also not forget about the caps. Guns tight again. 5.2 versus 5.1k hit points. The difference narrowed down. Deviat being 1 shot, getting pushed onto. Wildburger got killed. 3 versus 4. Aqua having no advantage anymore when it comes to the tanks, when it comes to the hit points. Also, Kopiat getting pushed onto by Denial, who has 2 shots. Puts in 1. Gets the second one. Will go down for that, but at least he got that kill still. 3.1k hit points versus 1.8k. Demon has 2 auto reloaders. And they have better positions. And they have the cap. They got the wall over here. They got the hull down position over there. Ghosty is low on hit points. Genghis Cook can still go for the C-Cap. And Aqua would still have more cap points. It's not impossible to win. But Ghosty is isolated and will get pushed onto. Ghosty putting out 2 more shots before going down. Still cap lead to Aqua. Jungle's Clock in a super important 1 versus 2. If Jungle's Clock wins this, but imagine how sweaty his hands must be in this kind of scenario. He plays with 1.2k hit points against 2.4k hit points, but I don't think he has a chance. Honestly, he plays an unarmored tank with a good turret though and good gun. He plays against 2 tanks with good armor and reactive armor on top of that. And now also no caps versus 2 caps. Yeah, that is it. Jungle's Cock will lose this for sure. And we are going to get to the tiebreaker. Guys, tiebreaker incoming. Jungle's Cock just waiting. But Summer Steel doesn't have to peek out at all. No need for that. Parmesan also just hiding. They basically know where he is. They know he must be hiding somewhere here. But there is the point win. And that is the win for Demon. So we got the tiebreaker re-end. Pyroblast was overcommitting a little bit, I think. But guys, we are getting to see the tiebreaker now on Horrorstadt. It is translated, right? Yeah, I'm having the game set to English, so it is actually Horrorstadt, German name, which is a bit confusing. 4-4. Guys. Tiebreaker. Okay. Aqua had a good advantage, actually. They still didn't make it last game. It looked like they could do it, but Demons simply had better positions, it seems. And also, it's often hard to keep the overview when there are auto-reloaders or auto-loaders involved in any meta, because then you might have like 3 tanks reloading for 20 seconds or 30 seconds in this case with the auto-reloader clip. And then they suddenly put out 3 shots, strictly changing the hit points that the team has, because you know you can only see the hit points above and don't necessarily have the overview about every single tank on the field. Guys, Tiebreaker incoming on Horrorstadt. This has been a pick from, well, actually both teams agreed on it for the Tiebreaker map. That's not one team or the other. Then it is something like a coin flip, so Aqua could select the spawn. I think they flip a coin on the last map then. So Aqua selected the spawn. They are playing the north spawn, and we are not going to see much on this map. It's so dark. Okay, I will turn up the screen brightness. Not that it would help you, but it helps me. And the team of Aqua is going for base A, and well, they are mostly heading towards C. Demon just covering B and going for A. Wildburger spotting a little bit, covered by the Kranwagen. Crip is spotted, not taking any hits for crossing over though. So there will be information for Demon now. Parmesan getting low. Oh, this map is too dark for my taste, honestly. I don't like this. The Kranwagen failing to hit his shots. 2 shots bounced. A is being capped. Cap advantage to Demon. C can be taken for free. But that's not going to grant Aqua the cap lead here. Zerd is committing to it. Oh, Zerd going forwards to get C, but taking his time because he doesn't want to lose any hit points. Demon is so focused on decapping B. They have 3 tanks here, maybe even 4 tanks together with a T100. And they might also have Crip able to shoot into B. So that's absolutely impossible. Aqua cannot even consider going for B. Although they don't know about this, of course. They don't know what we know from above here. We are in this comfortable position of being like a little birdie, jumping around and seeing everything. Denial trying to spot, but the tanks over here are hiding, waiting for someone to do a mistake. And Demon is relocating towards C already, expecting a push of Aqua towards base A, but that's not happening. Aqua is still sitting there on base C, spotting the enemy move, which will trigger a counter push over there probably. Wildburger can steal the A cap. Wildburger can do it, and also Crip is... Zerd reloading 2 shots before going down. Aqua still on a good hit point lead. 14k hit points versus 10k only. And base A has been taken, base C has been taken back. Crip is getting focused by Wildburger. What about the Kranwagen? He is in the middle of the map, supporting, or in the back here, supporting his mates. Denial in the front. Not in the best position against a hull down some detail. B can be taken. Aqua looking strong. Aqua might have this with a B cap unless Demon pulls out some magic tricks. Demon is relocating, but they are all spotted. Denial maybe a bit too aggressive, too isolated in the open. But a big hit point difference already, but there's a kill shot. Demon getting the second kill as they are just losing the first tank. And Demon struggling with the hit points and the caps now. But they have more guns. What about the Wild Burger T100? Can he get killed potentially? With that kill, that would be massive. But Pyroblast is down. Grip and Dr. Watson trying to chase out the LT. Maybe they could get the map control back by that. But oh, a bit of a ping spike here. Wildburger trying to escape. Dr. Watson will not win the 1v1. So he's trying to track Wildburger, but he is not making this. 985 points for Aqua, 991k points for Aqua as they are winning the other side. And Aqua getting the grand prize here. Aqua winning the cup and winning in the tiebreaker. Oh my gosh. Aqua still bleeding out the enemies and just trapping them by doing the counterintuitive of not going for the A cap again. And that is the win, guys. Oh, laggy. Laggy map, laggy stream, yes. Oh yeah, I'm having some frame drops right now again. Oh, I hope you could see the stream properly. Back to an acceptable level, I think. Yeah, it should be. Aqua's gameplay was weird here on the last game. Simply holding on, and a Demon was falling for it. Wait a second. Stream rip. Yeah, there was some frame drops. Oh my gosh, apologies. No. Okay. It should be back now. It is so weird that the internet connection isn't stable, although I'm using mobile data, which usually that is fine, right? Like you're having a certain connection pretty constantly. But guys, Aqua was showing some amazing gameplay, especially on the ones before. I think the last game wasn't even the most important one here. Sorry for the lags again. As I'm currently not at home, I have to go for a very stressful mobile setup. Nah. Oh, that's not good. I gotta move forwards to not be in the open. No! Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. But we can kill the S-Conk. I'm also having 500 ping. Is there going to be backup to the side? I don't really want to lose any hit points here. So I'm not peeking too aggressively. Now the enemies are 3, 5 tanks. Ah, ping! Okay. Great. Well, my pretty bad PC aim and a bad ping on top isn't really the best combination. You will usually find some touch streams here. Guys, Demon shot an amazing shot today, I've got to say. Demon also would have deserved to win. And I think they never got as far as today. I mean, they have been in the grand finals already, but they were not as close to winning. I can only say that if they continue like this, they will still have a good chance of making it. Oh, that's not good. Oh no, ping! Come on, come on, come on, come on. Why do you peek like this? Oh no! Okay. So the AV did not hit him. What just happened there? Well, I knew there was a risk of me getting shot from behind, but I could see that I was having to go forwards maybe. I mean, I could not kill anyone apart from Progetto and the Minotauro. Oh my gosh, you don't even see that. You don't even see the game. Guys, I think we can come to an end actually after this game. You will have your rewards on the platform. And really, I've got to say, today's stream was not ideal. I was trying my best, but I've had just one screen and not my standard setup. This kind of stuff happening. Yeah. I hope it was still somewhat enjoyable for you, and I would be happy to see you back on better working streams in the future. Please, if you are interested in that, do leave a like to the stream, do subscribe to the channel as well. And maybe I'm not going to have ping next time. I mean, I'm usually not playing on mobile data, so I'm kind of unlikely to have ping like this again and play this badly. I would have to be drunk for that. Which I'm not on streams. Okay. I'm not paying attention. Come on. I cannot really do much over here. I need to fall back maybe. If I can. I can't. Oh, Reno is turning. If enemies wanted to kill me, they could just peek up there and the Reno on the other side and I would be dead. But they aren't doing so, so I will get to the right. Get to the right. Nah. Okay, Reno not going for me, that's good. Can my teammates go in? Huh. I could barely see him. Maybe I can hit him. Nice. Such an important kill. Now the game is basically won. He's trying to HE me. And actually succeeds at that. Okay. Okay, guys. I will end here. It's late. And playing with ping isn't that much fun either. I will be back at home in just 2 days. So I'll be streaming in like 3-4 days again for sure. And also bringing out some videos that I've been working on for a while already. Thanks everyone for watching. Congrats again to the tournament teams. Everyone played phenomenally well and everyone could have won this today. I would definitely not be able to bet on any team. So, by that I want to say have a good one. I will enjoy the rest of my vacations. Thank you, Brando. Thank you. And also everyone else, thank you. And thanks for bearing with me despite the lags. Why anyone take E50M? Why not take the E50M? Because E50M, I mean, it's a great medium, it's a super strong medium. But if you put it up against an auto reloader with good armor that is really hard to penetrate and that can penetrate an E50M easily, then the auto reloader simply wins. Just this auto reloader meta, auto reloaders with reactive armor are just unbeatable for the mediums, unfortunately, and for any other tanks. So, thanks again. Have a good night, have a good evening, good luck with the Blitz. See you guys soon. Goodbye.